Now, I don't know whether I'm live or not. I could be live. Hang on. I have to refresh. Hang on. You're just staring at this glass of wine. If you are, I apparently am live. And this is wine. Happy Beer Day. Thank you, Radri. Thank you, JVlog, for the birthday wishes. Yes, I'm live. I can see myself on my laptop. Welcome. Right, hang on. I'll just switch back. That was Eddie, by the way. My genial host. My congenial host. Welcome to Simon NoChaNoMa, Simon's Living Room. Tell me if I'm coming in loud and clear. Bids of your mom. Hello, Peppo. Hello, Radri. Hello, JVlog. I'm watching my wine 15 seconds behind. Well, I unfortunately I can't reply on the old laptop because my sons have used it and signed me out of YouTube, and I haven't signed myself into YouTube for about 12 years, so I don't remember what my login is. So I've never been signed out. So not a clue. It's wine this episode. Yes, I'm being consistent with. I mean, I was here last night, as you saw in the advert, drinking wine. So, oh, Chuck, hi there, Chuck. Hello, happy birthday. Thank you. And Chuck's mum, if you're watching. And your cats are really big now. Very clear. Good. Good. So I've got. Hang on. If I go back here, you can see yourselves. You can see me watching you. Hang on, wrong one. There we go. There's the lovely background of Skippy's. Wrong way down there. Let's see. Whoa, that way. There's me. Look, waving to you, waving to me on my laptop. But I can't log into it. I can just like watch YouTube as a random person. I am a random person. Hang on, let's just move back. So, yes, I have cake in the fridge at home, waiting for my sons to come tonight. But, unfortunately, my youngest son has COVID. He feels fine, apparently. He had a bit of a cold last week, a bit of a sore throat and runny nose, and that cleared up after a day. And then his mum came home and said she didn't feel so well and went to bed with a fever. And they got tested, both of them, and both of them have got COVID. So he's not going to come round today, so it's just my eldest son is going to probably turn up tonight. Don't know whether that means I have to be tested either. I feel fine. I've had my third jab and all that business. Ah, Esther, thank you. Happy birthday. Looks like a home. Yes, it's very cozy here. Hang on, I'll show you.
At least he's moving stuff out of the way.
Hang on. So they've especially done this. They go and buy second-hand furniture, actually, that has been used and looks worn and lived in, but you know, it's still usable. And there's some other customers there. And I'm just waiting for my delicious chicken, avocado, and cheese toasty. That's my lunch. It's an old rich folks' home. Yes. Okay. Less of the old. Less of the old. I mean, all right. Yes, I am probably older than most people in the comments, with the possible exception of Peppo. Noon is good enough for what? Yes, noon is good enough.
Maybe not, huh? You can. Wait, your food's ready, son?
Yes, one of my food. Oh, right. Right, the food is ready. Hang on. I better just get away from that was the creator of the food. Just there. There we are. And I shall now show you the food. Hang on. So you can all be jealous. Wrong way. I've got to figure this gimbal out. Down, 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 down. Oh, there you go. Can't zoom. I can lift the plate up to you. But there we are. Sourdough bread with avocado. That's the green stuff, I presume. And chicken and melted cheese. So I'm going to eat. and I apologise for talking with my mouth full. But I mean, you know, it's a live stream. And you do that sort of thing. There we go. Yes, it is. It's still. I've had it before, Chuck. So I know. I ordered it again. Excuse me. Eet smakelijk, Esther and Peppo. Oh, oh. It is delicious. Well, the cheese is a mild cheese, not a strong cheese, so it doesn't detract from the taste of the avocado, which complements perfectly. I'm not Jamie Oliver. I don't know. How many wine glasses out of 5? Four and a half. Oh yeah, so me and Peppo are the the older generation here. Oh. Oh dear. I have a grease spot on my jeans. There will be cake later. So do stick around. And right after this show, I should be giving English conversation to a Japanese lady in Osaka. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I got the time mixed up. So I've arranged to do it today, not Thursday. Yes, that's true, Esther, that's true. I need to show you the classics. Classics what? Classics. Classic food, classic wine. Eddie can tell you all about classic wine. He used to work in a vineyard in Australia. And the weird thing is, my parents, years ago, visited Australia to visit relatives and went to the actual vineyard where Eddie worked, before Eddie worked there, but met the guy that ran the vineyard, who knows Eddie, and Eddie knows him, and it's a small village out in the middle of nowhere in Australia. So it was quite strange coming in here and saying, you know, telling Eddie sort of, oh, my dad knows your friend. Not that much, excuse me. Hello, hello. Oh, cake, what kind of cake? Oh, it's very boring. It's a Victoria sponge cake filled with whipped cream and jam and covered in icing, but it's very nice. Oh, some bottles being dropped there. Oh, hang on. I want to see you go through your book collection and rate each. Oh, my book collection. Well, all right. Actually, one of those books that I mentioned in the advert that was on the way, that was on Facebook, I think I mentioned. My parents bought it. But my sister bought it from Amazon, delivered it to my parents, and my parents posted it to me. Unfortunately, Britain is no longer part of Europe. It's considered a foreign country, and so anything sent from Britain now, anything, even just between family, is regarded as requiring inspection by the customs. So it got stuck at customs. It's now stuck. My birthday present is stuck at customs, and I had to pay for them to inspect it and then say, oh, it's just a book, you can have it. So my birthday present will arrive earlier next month. Hi, Jen. Hello. Boring cake. Yes, boring. It was very, very sugary, which is the main thing for me. You just had lunch and you're now seeing me eating and want more. Oh well, I've done something, if nothing else. Ooh, a nice bit of avocado coming through there. Yes, I should get out my book collection is boring as well, Radri, actually. I like my cake. I have, I can't remember, Joseph Campbell's series of comparative mythology, Oriental mythology, Occidental mythology, and others. And what else do I have? 2-volume set of women's history. I have all kinds. Oh, you're waiting for mail from the weeks for 3 weeks? Yes. No, so it's like they've got you by the short and curlies, you know. You can have this present that was sent to you as a loving gift from your parents, only if you pay us. My sister very kindly got me a book, which is very expensive, about the history of Tokyo. And she sensibly decided to just have it delivered to the UK, from the UK. But apparently it's coming from America first, published by an American publisher, but written by, it's a Japanese book in English, published in America. Huge book about the history of Tokyo, and it'll arrive sometime in March. Joey Camp. Hang on, what I've lost here. That doesn't sound boring. Joey Camp. I'm trying to eat, drink, and follow what Radri said. Oh dear me! I've just looked at my nose, twitching as I chew. You bought an expensive book the other day. I bet my book's more expensive than your book. Yeah. I paid €100, which is like 10,000 yen. Or Sonic number 0. Hey, Cobrat. Hello. Thank you for your birthday wishes on Discord. I didn't get round to saying thanks. I said thanks to Mindy's mom and Night Riders. Night Riders gal, you're probably lurking. So thank you for your birthday wishes. And alas, if you're there. Oh, no, alas couldn't watch because she was working or travelling. Oh, my wine's nearly finished. That's no good. And it's starting to fill up here. Ooh. Some more people. Thank you, go Brett. Oh. Ayu Jen. Who's me? If you're in contact with Adulabati, tell her to check her last video again, because I replied to one of her comments. Because my guest from the other week, Dan, sang a very nice Filipino song on her Instagram, but it was on her stories, and the stories disappeared. So I messaged Dan, and she's now put her song on her Instagram highlights, so it's still visible. So if you want to go and look at that song, but Adulabati couldn't find it, but it's there on the highlights. It's very cozy. This is why I come here every week. Oh, you're hearing the background noise of the cafe, the rattling of cutlery and the jingling of glasses and the murmur of voices above my sonorous drone. Get another wine. Well, yes. I have to pace myself, and these glasses cost us more than a bottle that I get usually at the supermarket. So you know. This could be a pricey live stream. Oh, Joseph Campbell, okay. We're being all Australian and abbreviating authors. I'm going to be very, very rude and eat lettuce with my fingers. I have a knife and fork here. Ooh, more customers for me to disturb. Smile, you're on YouTube. They do very nice soup here as well. I had a mushroom soup the other day. Very nice. Oh yes, and last night I had shiitake crisps, which are very good. Yes, please. I'm getting more wine. Eddie is obliging.
And you can make a wish as well.
Oh, I have to blow in the bottle.
Yep.
Hang on. Right.
Move it that way. Voila.
Okay.
Wish is gonna come true now.
Yeah. It's a custom here. If you finish a bottle of wine, you blow into the empty bottle. And then Eddie releases it outside. And it comes true, apparently. Eat lettuce with one finger, yes, no thumb. Just balance the lettuce on the finger. I'm trying to be refined here and eat a toasty delicately. Oh dear. When I come to Japan and visit my friends there, I shall behave much better. You'll be able to take me to your homes and take me out in public, and I will not embarrass you. Although I do have a habit of, I've now spilled avocado on my pants. Oh dear. That's a sentence you don't often hear on the YouTube live streams. I've spilled avocado on my pants. Oh. Yes, it's very nice, that wine. Oh, the lies. What, the lies? What lies? The lies that I should behave in public. Radri can attest to this. I behaved very well in public. At the tacos bar.
I like this. You can take a turn a second.
Says it started streaming less than a minute ago. So according to my live streaming app, I've been rabbiting on for 20 minutes. Yeah, so now my trip to England is pretty much all go. England has decided to scrap having to test yourself when you arrive there, which is one of the pains that was making me hesitate to book. And that's all gone now. You can just go to England, catch corona, and come home and get tested, and then go into quarantine. Still no word on my driver's license. No, I keep checking it every weekday Saturdays, I don't think people in Brussels work on Saturday, so, or the town hall. So I check my emails every day. If I've heard nothing by middle of next month, and my employers are getting more and more irritated, I may contact the town hall and you know, see if they know anything. Oh, there's no worries. Not that much. It was yesterday. Eddie said I was a sneaky bastard. Well, I was in last night having my usual dinner, and he only discovered that it was my birthday by watching the advert this morning. What kind of sandwich is that? You missed that, Cobra. It's a chicken, cheese, and avocado toasty, which will set you back about $11. Hey, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Mod squad in the house. Yes. Further to those of you who followed UFO Bob on YouTube and on Discord, you'll be aware that he had the Buddy Holly and Ed Sullivan impersonator George Trellinger as his guest on his live stream recently. And George has very kindly agreed to be my guest. And hopefully I'll be working out what we're going to talk about that he hasn't talked about already on Bob's live stream, on my live stream, which will be hopefully next week, next Saturday. So I will have a real life Las Vegas personality on my live stream next week, with a bit of luck. Avocado toast. I'm a millennial. I'm Generation X, me. I'm just a hair's breadth from being a baby boomer. Okay, Exa. When do millennials start in sort of like the mid to late 70s, don't they? I think that makes my son's Generation Y. It's all very complicated. Sociology 101 on Simon NoChaNoMa live. ASMR crunch. Oh yes, my microphone is right here, isn't it? Yes, it's not your regular. So if you went to any regular cafe and got a toasty, you would get sort of like supermarket thinly sliced white bread. With these guys, they get the real deal. They go to a baker who makes sourdough bread, and it's about almost an inch thick for those on Imperial, and just over two and a half centimeters thick crust. So it's quite filling. Z. You got a Z. Oh, they're Generation Z. People born in 1999 and 2000. Generation Z? Okay. I like Generation Y. Just because Generation Y? Fried sourdough bread. Oh, I shall have to suggest that to the hosts. Fried bread. I haven't had fried bread for about 40 years. My mother used to sort of get pig fat, heat it up in a skillet, and you cook your fried eggs in it, and then you'd dip your bread in it and fry your bread in pig fat. Lovely. It was lovely actually, but yes, the thought. Apart from me munching and drinking, and an empty. This is called Cozy Corner, by the way. This is where I usually sit when I come and have my. When I come on alone on a Friday, and I have my dinner. I sit there in that darker winged back chair against the back wall. I think I've done adverts from there. But yes, there's not much to see. Although it's quite full, and the hosts are quite busy, which is good. I don't usually come on a Saturday here, so it's all new to me. So, what's everybody been up to? Butter, and then fried buttered sourdough bread. Okay. No health issues in America. A good place to read War and Peace. There is always a constant background, sort of sound. So if you're okay with people talking in the background, yes, you could read. I just usually come here and scan through my phone. Sammy Clanic. Wait a minute. Too much wine. Sammy Classics Sonic Fan.
Good. Something takeaway or something for here?
This is another podcaster or YouTuber who is renowned.
Cola? Cola Zero.
Are you still going to do? I was quite a bit disappointed. I mean, you had that lovely B-roll intro, and I was like expecting, walking the streets of Tokyo, walk and talk with Sonic fan creator people, and then it just turned into sort of a thumbnail and then you audio. So maybe that would be a good idea. You could sort of do a YouTube walk and talk with, go and visit the dilapidated and deserted Sega building in Akihabara with your favourite Sonic creator fans. He got doxxed when he was 15. So he must be in his late 20s by now. I've always on social media been not really who I am, as it were. From Simon Three Old Dudes to Simon NoChaNoMa. Which is a bit awkward for my family in England. Well, my parents aren't on social media at all. They don't have any internet, but my sister says, "You're weird." Yes, editing podcasts. I mean, that's why I don't edit these. Whether it's necessary, I don't know, but I think the only pauses in this particular live stream are when I'm chewing. Oh, yeah, it might be quite fun actually if you go out for the day in Akihabara. Pop in to Mandarake and look for Sonic figurines. And got very emotional about classic Sonic.
So it's really when I get around to doing that.
I wonder if there's an equivalent Mario podcast. You could have a sort of like a collaboration. Hey, Adulabate. I was talking to Iogen before to message you, to tell you to check your video, your previous video, because I replied to your comment where you said you couldn't find Dan Dan's Instagram Filipino song. Dan Dan has now put her song in her highlights. So if you go to Dan Dan's Instagram, click on her profile. In her profile, there's a load of like highlights under her profile, and the first one is the song. And she put it in there specially, so you can go and check that out. Would I like to live in Japan? For 6 months of the year, yes. Possibly from like December to spring. Or three months from like December to sort of March. To spring. And then maybe sort of divide it, yes, 6 months. 6 months, half a year, 3 months sort of winter, spring, 3 months sort of autumn, winter, and then skip the rest.
Well, I call it shepherd's pie, but it's actually
Mario fans aren't as extreme. Well, yes, that will be an interesting contrast. Can you imagine in Shibuya like a Sonic cart? Hey, UFO Bob. Hey. If you UFO Bob, if you're in sort of audio contact with George, tell him to check his Facebook Messenger. Because we are now friends on Facebook, and I did message him, and I'm trying to arrange sort of a video chat with him. No summer, no. No summer, and I mean, I'll be quite all right. I've lived in Belgium for 25 years and not really interacted with the locals. So I'd be perfectly happy to live in Japan and wander about in nature and cities and not interact with anybody. Japanese summers aren't for me. Well, I mean, Japanese summers are basically, Belgian summers, the last couple of years have been, except for this year, the last 2 years, in 2019, 2020, Belgian summers, it was sometimes hotter than Japan at certain points, certainly in my living room. So, I coped with it. But whether I could cope with that for months on end and try and earn a living, I could retire to Japan, perhaps, 6 months of the year.
no problem, thank you.
Cool, thanks, Bob. Yeah, because I need to do that sort of next week sometime. Let's have a video chat with him and work out what we're going to talk about that hasn't been talked about on your show.
Would you like something else?
It's great, Alice. I mean, unfortunately, I can't drag my when I do live streams outdoors, I can't drag my laptop everywhere. I don't have a very, amenable host who lets me plug my laptop in and take up space and annoy other customers. Hey, Dibble, hello. You just missed me munching food.
While I'm doing
Although I'm about to order dessert. So
Excellent. Brownie with ice cream, Simon?
I don't know what's in the cake department today.
We've got Rocky Road. We've got Smarty biscuits. We've got lumps of lye. Then we have some mini cakes, which has a blueberry muffin, raspberry cake, walnut cake. The little ones, you know?
Yeah, but the apple and the apple tart thing that was there yesterday, that's all gone, is it?
Yeah, that's all gone.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, the apple tart thing is gone.
Audience.
And then there's brownie.
What should I have? Should I have a muffin or should I have a chocolate brownie? I'm just waiting now.
Yep.
There's a 15-second delay.
I see.
No jazz. There's no jazz. Don't worry. One of the audience hates jazz. I played jazz on the background in my 28. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my dessert. You decide my dessert: chocolate brownie or blueberry muffin. I should go home.
There's also a mango cake.
Or mango. A mango cake. A brownie. Okay, brownie with ice cream. Yeah, what I had yesterday, and a coffee. Yes, just to compensate. Yes, and a flat white coffee. Brownie for my birthday. Okay. I will be going home directly after this because I've got to do rather inebriated English conversation with this lady from Osaka. On Skype. Right, it's Brownie gets the vote. Mango. Sorry, Cobra, you've been outvoted. Oh, right, my friend Kimberly on Instagram. Go and check out Kimberly FZ on Instagram. She's watching, and she just messaged me on Instagram that she said brownie as well. She's has some very colourful photos on Instagram. And one day, when I get to England, she's only down the road from me in Liverpool. Down the road, sort of like 2 hours. I actually checked Kimberley, because I'm possibly coming to. Well, I am coming to the Lake District in March for my parents' diamond and wedding anniversary, and I checked how far it was if you got the train from Liverpool Central to my parents' hometown. It takes 2 hours. So I don't know if you fancy it. Skype, that's old school. Yes, but I mean, she can also Zoom, this lady in Osaka, and StreamYard and all that business. But Skype works. We connected on Skype. You changed your choice. You want to move to Japan and live there all year in summer. And start a business in sweatpads. It's hard to get good muffins in Japan. Now on my old show, I would have read that differently and gone Mrs. But I'm above that sort of thing. Yes. That's. I mean, somebody was asking how expensive these were. These are like I bought 2 glasses. I have bought an expensive bottle of wine from the supermarket. Very expensive bottle of wine. Specialty items. Oh dear. Yes, I suppose it's like here. I mean, you can't for the life of you get decent sushi here in Belgium. You can get Indonesian sushi and Chinese sushi. I get engineer muffins. Not that much. Muffin engineer. And Shimokitazawa. Oh dear. I'm having a pause, just, you know, taking stock here. This doesn't happen on Only in Japan Go, does it, Bob? Or on Totally Drew. I won't go there. Won't go there. No. Yeah, Drew's had cataract operations, and my optometrist suggested I better get myself checked for cataracts. But,
what was the consensus in the end, Simon?
Brownie.
Brownie?
I even got a friend from England Instagram messaging me saying brownie.
And did you want coffee?
I shall have a coffee. Yeah, I think I need a coffee.
Flat whites?
Flat white,
Big
please.
one?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Do I miss England? In terms of scenery, yes. In terms of socio-political, if I was at all engaged socio-politically, I would not miss England. But given the fact that I'm not really socio-politically engaged, only remotely, then I do miss it a little bit. Yes. German bakeries. Yes. They love bakeries. You have to play jazz though, in the background. I watch quite a lot of vlogs of young ladies from Japan who tend to spend their days just going to bakeries. It seems in their vlogs. So bakeries are popular. I'm only a stone's throw. Yes, technically I'm about 5 hours on the train. You know, no, 3 hours. 3 hours really. If I get a train to Brussels, which takes about an hour, and then I get the Eurostar from Brussels to Paddington, I could be in England within 3 hours. What I'd do there, no idea. Yes. I mean, I could go and visit Alas, of course. I was trying to think: is there anybody in the south of England that within a stone's throw of my arrival? I did visit Caffeine Jedi in Brighton, driving there. So that took me about 5 hours. That's right. Yes, I drove to the shuttle, went under the sea, and then drove from Folkestone to Brighton. Twice, actually. A bakery with live jazz, that would be good, yes. I mean, Dibble wouldn't like it, but yes, that would be, you could do that. Naturally, of course, you would have to sort of know business Japanese in order to fill out all the forms to start your business up, and talk to the bank and all that.
Yeah.
Jazz today keeps the me Dibble away. Go rat. Well, there's no jazz here. Actually, there's no background music. Normally there's background music here. Well, I can't hear. Maybe it's just because I got the earphones in, but I can't hear anything. Dear me, I'm looking at my hair. I'm getting older by the minute. 4 years ago, my hair wasn't that grey. Oh dear, deterioration. It'll come to all of you. Yes, life is short. Here we are. Philosophy on Simon NoChaNoMa. I keep looking round in case my brownie appears. Dye my hair. I thought about that. I actually asked. There is an advert. I did one advert once for one of my shows with my hairdresser, and it was a sequence of me having my hair cut. And I have asked actually my hairdresser, you know, would he recommend the shampoos that have some dye in them? And basically, we came to the conclusion that no, this is not a good idea. Speaking of that, this is why I mean, there is a certain amount of beeswax, olive oil, and coconut oil in my hair at the moment in order to tame it. And this is why it's so long. I haven't been to the hairdressers for months. It's due to the fact that you know, all right, you get a nice conversation, and sometimes you even get a coffee, and they do wash your hair, but it costs about 4,000 to 5,000 yen. Okay, right, hang on. I've got my, whoa, no, I've got it this way. No, I've not got, coordination is gone. My coordination has gone completely. There we go. There's my knee with the grease stain. And there's my muffin and my coffee. And it's decorated. I got a free little biscuit as well. And my muffin with ice cream. Woo. I look more distinguished. Unfortunately, what comes out of my mouth destroys my distinguished look. Sorry. It does look good. It tastes good. That coffee is good. I buy coffee from the supermarket, and it says it's delicious and it's mild and it's it's rich and blah 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 blah. And I put it into my cafetiere and put the water in, and it's like cowboy coffee. Oh bugger! Don't tilt your tile. My ball fell off. Clean the table with the. So I'm now going to sort of try and eat this. And not embarrass my I probably have embarrassed my son who may be watching. He maybe have turned off and going, "Oh God, Dad." Alas! Oh, right. Hello. Goodbye. Nice that you could pop in. I was talking about you earlier in the nicest possible way. Your haircut costs you 13 quid if you don't do it yourself. Mine cost me about 30 quid. This is why I'm letting it grow along. You hate it when your ball of ice cream drops off. Yes, I do too. I'm getting a serious déjà vu because I had this last night. It's very good. You don't get this at a convenience store. If you're watching Shinichi, if you ever watch, I don't know whether Shinichi ever watches my live streams. I watch yours sometimes. Actually, Shinichi is a day older than me. It's solid, and it's It's about 3 inches square. Or 9 cubic centimeters. 9 cubic centimeters of brownie. Tommy. Tommy. Who's Tommy? Where's Tommy? Did I miss Tommy? Hi, Tom. Oh, it's Tom. Oh, no. All right. Hang on. No, it's an exclamation mark. Sorry, Cobra. 2,000 euros on 2 pairs of glasses now. I still can't read comments properly. No, Tom may be watching. I don't know. He says when we go driving on Sundays, when we go for a walk, and he drives me. He's old dad, and we go for a walk. I sometimes say, "Did he say this?" I sometimes ask him, "Did you see the show?" And he says, "Yeah, I watched for about 5 minutes." Mina, hello, Mina. Yes, when I finish this Mina is the lady from Osaka who I shall be talking to. Don't worry, Mina. By the time I cycle back to my house, I will have sobered up, and we will have a nice, normal Skype conversation. All right. Yeah, you might appreciate that, Kubrat, yes. I mean, since it's an integral part of outdoor live streams now. Tom, the comment reader. There, Mina, everybody's saying hello to you, Mina. These are my friends. Not, I was going to say fans, but not, they're friends. Who I've met online, and in some cases in real life, in Japan and elsewhere. I have some slides lined up for you, Mina. Everybody in comments knows which slides I'm talking about. A Mysore coffee. Should be roasted mild, medium roast. Ah, Mysore coffee. That sounds Indian almost. Indian coffee. Never had that. I didn't. I was not. Is that correct, Dibble? It's like Mysore in India. I've never associated India with coffee before. One coffee I should like to try is civet poo coffee, where they feed civet cats coffee beans and then they poo them out, and then they roast them. It's apparently supposed to be very good. It does happen. I mean, I've only had 2 glasses of wine, which is, pretty good going for me. One bottle of strong Belgian beer, and I've had it. I better have my flat white coffee. Oh. Karnataka, India. All right. Well, I'm going to have to Google that. Thanks, Dibble. I'm curious now. Has anybody else have heard of Indian coffee? No, thank you. No, thank you for civet poo coffee. It's something in the lower intestines of civet cats interacts with chemically interacts with the coffee beans, and does something to them that when you roast them, it makes them delicious. That's what the people who collect these things tell you. It's very rich brownie, very rich.
Yeah.
12 people watching. Wow. If you're there, Night Riders gal, make yourself known. And if I ever come to Tokyo, it looks like 2023 at the moment. Chuck's mum, I shall be on my best behaviour. No, I'm not sure what that means, Adulabati. That's the Swiss flag in a heart. Not quite sure. Oh, Adulabati, yes or no? Did you manage to? Did you see the reply to your comment on your last video about Dun? I'm having this effect. First, Esther made Esther hungry again just after she had her lunch. Now Peppo wants to eat again. Well, I've finished my brownie. And it was, as usual, very good. There was also a very good Black Forest Gatto here. But I had that as well. It's all gone. Blimey, international coffee expert. Next, you'll be succumbing to jazz, Dibble. Because jazz and coffee go together really well. Yes, you saw it. Oh, great, Adulabati. Good. She sings really well, I think. I know. Dan, who you saw, or you all saw on the. I mean, she's just about a year older than my oldest son, and she speaks 4 languages, including fluent Japanese. And she has a degree in linguistics or something like that, and is going to work in Tokyo. It's amazing. Yes. Who was that person who saw a civet cat pooping coffee beans and thought, oh, that's a good idea. I'll have those. No chance, no jazz. Right. I was just nobody's come into my cozy corner yet. Maybe I'm preventing customers from. Hang on. So it's still deserted. Cozy corner, still deserted. There's nobody hiding anywhere. They all come and see this setup, like gimbal with a mic with a smartphone on it and a.
Sorry, my Nederlands is not so.
MDA 87. Hooray! You made it with not long to spare, because once I finish this coffee, that'll be it, I'm afraid, because Mina is waiting for me. About half an hour, I could sort of like have a small window of opportunity in which to pack up all this stuff and cycle back. It's only 5 minutes from my house, so that's good. Sticky fingers. Eric Surf 6, Italian cuisine. 5,000 views anticipated. Hi Eric. If you know, I don't know whether Eric ever watches my live streams. I watch some summertime. Oh dear. I've got avocado on my pants, cheese on my pants, and cheese on my jacket. Great. Things you do for YouTube. So that's got to go in the wash. It's very cozy. Yes. After you know, getting home from work on a Friday night, having showered and made myself relatively decent, I like to come here and sit in cozy corner, as you saw there, and flick through my phone while I wait for my food. Cycle back and get sober in 5 minutes. Yes, well, it's cold enough. Although it's warmer today than it was yesterday. It's now about 7 degrees instead of 2. I've got a complete, yes, I could just like suck my jacket for afters. I'm saving them for later. I guess. There we are. Look. It's a good job it's second hand. Oh dear. I'm seeing my own activity on my channel. It's rather bizarre.
That's the
Yes, unfortunately there's no vegetables, which Nosh Abroad would be happy with about.
They make a special size of
If you're watching this after the event, Nosh.
so it's the same bread that you
Yes. Can I have that to go, please? And they just like tip it on me. Sorry. I'm a muckworm. Ah, that's a new one. I've been spilling your food on my clothes. That's so they're.
What's that?
I've been spilling your food. I've got cheese on my knee, avocado on my pants,
And whatever on the floor.
and oh god,
It's all right.
it's a bit of lettuce. It's all right.
A bit later, the dog's gonna pop in here, and he'll stuff circuit.
Okay. Eddie has a dog that he uses as a hoover, so I can leave any food that I've left on the floor will be removed. Having just squished my fingers into some avocado. Luckily, I didn't stand in it. Nosh would not have been happy with my lettuce. No, he wouldn't. No, that's cheese. It looks like tile adhesive, yes. But now this jacket, I don't think it's been in the wash since I bought it, and I bought it second hand 2 years ago. So it's going to go in the wash. Blokes' habits, not good. Right. The time has come because I've got to get back and get sobered up, and I've got my Skype is all on standby, Mina, if you're still watching, and so I shall be going in front of my green screen, hiding a multitude of sins, and we shall have a conversation.
So you should send it back and say.
And so basically what this means, everybody, is that you've seen me now munching. All dogs are hoovers. And I've done what I did what it said on the tin. I've done you a live stream whilst eating from my favourite cafe on as a birthday bash thing. And thank you all very much for your birthday wishes. Next week on Simon NoChaNoMa, if George gives him, if Bob gives him a ring, I shall be I shall be doing a live stream with George Trillinger, the Buddy Holly, Mick Jagger and Ed Sullivan impersonator from Las Vegas. They may be singing, not by me. We shall see. But that's the advert will appear, and you'll find out more. But for now, thank you everybody for keeping me company. I really mean that. I mean, you know, people, you know, sat here in the rest of the cafe wondering why is this person speaking to himself. But I'm not. I'm speaking to all of you. So thank you very much. And the sun's actually coming out outside there. So I shall go home now, and see you all again next week. It's probably at the more. It'll be at a. If it's with George, because he's in Florida, so it could be a slightly earlier time, even more early than today. So we'll see how that goes. Bye for now. Thank you, everybody. Take care. You too. And I'm going to hit this button. And when I hit this button, it's the end. Okay.